Treasure Valley real estate prices are soaring, and we recently looked into the health of our housing market and the different factors that play a role. But what about our commercial real estate market with the economy taking a hit? Jake Garcia reports.
When looking into the commercial market, you have to look at three things: industrial, retail, and office sales. I found Idaho has a much healthier market than neighboring states.
We're doing much better than most of the country. There are definitely areas of weakness, but in general, if you're going to be somewhere in a global pandemic, I think you want to be in Boise, Idaho.
But for office space, things are moving at a much slower pace now, but not at a standstill like it was.
When the pandemic first hit back in March and a lot of companies were really struggling, we had a significant number of tenants that were asking for rent concessions, and we had a significant number of delinquencies. Since March, from March to December, the delinquency rate has dropped 70%.
TOK Commercial recently studied the Boise Metro and found that compared to this time last year, leasing activity is down 20%, but sales are up 65%.
From a financial perspective, the borrowers we deal with are very healthy today and doing well, with a cautious eye towards the future to see what lies ahead.
The study found that when it came to land sales, retail remains the most popular and remained unchanged between 2019 through 2020. Office space is the second most popular with land sales and is nearly tied with industrial space.
We're in parity on the office side. Retail has been surprisingly strong, given the Amazon effect, as they call it. But industrial has really struggled with a shortage of inventory.
The study also evaluated how much office space is being used. In the Boise Metro, 80% of existing space is being used with 15% empty. The pandemic couldn't slow down development either. The 11th and Idaho building project has continued through the pandemic.
We started it in August of 19, so we built all through the pandemic. We were just starting to hit our stride. I have a picture of the company as we were installing the last beam, and that was in March. So that was just as the pandemic was starting. And then we all went with masks. So most of the construction was done during the pandemic. We finished just about on time. We were a little bit late, but not much.
So how healthy is our commercial real estate market?
And we've been really encouraged and sometimes surprised by the resiliency in the market. Occupancy rates have stayed high. Rent collection has stayed very strong. And we continue to see a healthy, vibrant commercial real estate market today.
Jake Garcia, Idaho News 6.